I'm pretty sure a lot of you have seen this man asking for help. Well, he himself is racist. Here's him wearing locks and being dismissive towards his fans that are calling him out and blocking them from his live. Not only that, but he made other racist comments towards the BLM movement. He also tried defending 8A's, a K-pop group that also did cultural appropriation, and called his fans Koreaboos and provoked
meaningful symbol and hairstyle. If you're not black, African, or have the type of are you black? I'm genuinely disgusted and would no longer be supporting Jisoo. People have no idea. Those who just commented like cultural appropriation in the comments are all blocked. And you type bull in the comments, yeah, you can't chat here. All you comments will only be seen to you. So don't bull again, okay? Dreads are cultural appropriation. You can't fix their
So this is a racist kid from my high school. He went on a racist tirade on his stories today, and just a warning, it's going to get bad. Says the N-word and is homophobic. This is what he has to say about a child. Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. Should I say anything else? His name is Kenny Chan, I think, and he went to Long Island City High School. Yeah, he didn't even graduate high school, so he's mad at me for that too. And he's mad at everybody else. It's okay, he has a Facebook.
First of all, chopsticks in her hair. I'm going to talk about that in this video.
What I'm about to say obviously does not pertain to the person in this video. She's Asian. She has more of a spot to talk about this than I do. But you guys realize how people don't give a fuck about culture and gatekeeping until black women are on the chopping block? Because when a white woman gets box braids, or any other POC that's not black gets box braids, all of a sudden culture should be shared. We should not be gatekeeping. We shouldn't be this. It's not disrespectful. Y'all are overreacting. But when, a black woman puts chopsticks or hair sticks in her hair, y'all will bully the shit out of them. I don't mean this person specifically, but there was a time where this girl had hair sticks, which were not chopsticks in her hair, and y'all bullied her off this app multiple times. And another thing is that y'all on this app will bully somebody, and then when they turn their comments, stitches, and duets off, y'all be like, oh, why'd you do that? We're trying to educate you. No, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all are just witch hunting.
Lovely Mimi saying N-word.
Ooh, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. Ooh, I was getting mad. I was getting family. So don't ever fucking come for me, bitch. Don't no nigga. Ooh, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. Ooh, I was getting mad. I was getting out of pocket.
차는 정도래. Fuck that. I'm better than 검은 애들 그렇게 말하.
I'm out. You think I'm about to? I'm not watching this. Look, I'm tired of it.
Spoke out about Black Lives Matter, but you stay silent about the hate crimes against Asian Americans. You're racist.
We are with y'all 10 toes down. I promise you on that. But until y'all tell us what to do, what petitions to sign, where marches are, where to donate, where protests are and stuff like that, there's not much we can really do. Until y'all educate us and tell us what's going on, there's not much we can say. We really know nothing. Honestly, we're in the dark. Y'all are so busy comparing what's going on with the Asian community to BLM that nothing is being said on what the actual problems are. What do you expect us to say and do if we know nothing? This is not the time to be putting two minority groups against each other. We're in the same fight. So help us help you. Y'all have to lead the fight. Y'all have to be the ones to speak up.
Let's get into this tea, y'all. Do y'all remember when this girl posted this video comparing Black Lives Matter to Asian people's issues and basically slandering Black Lives Matter? Then she went to the comment section of that video and posted this, saying that we don't really care about Asian people and how it's not a competition. Then she advocated for her people the right way by posting this about hate crimes against Asians. Then she gave an apology saying she came to the realization that it's not okay to compare both movements. But in her apology video, she said,
"But you guys did prove my point that Asians don't fairly matter, because if we really mattered, why are you guys calling me slurs?"
I'm not saying that bullying is right, but you cannot sit up here and antagonize a whole group of people and expect them not to push back. Because one thing people are going to do is reciprocate energy. And then ending your video by saying that you're not going to beg for an apology, but one is expected. But you're still in the comment section liking racist comments by other people, but ignoring getting called out for it. Babe, just go.
So first, define talking shit to me. Because if you're calling black people ghetto, lazy, ratchet, musty, stuff like that, that's anti-black. And second, I never fixed my lips to say that the hate crimes happening against Asian people were okay. They're very much anti-Asian. They're very much racist. But just because a black person commits a hate crime does not mean that all of a sudden black lives don't matter. If I see something anti-black, I'm gonna call it out regardless of who you are. If you see something anti-Asian, you should also call it out regardless of who the other person is. Both physical and verbal racism are not okay.
It's the way that most of you can't talk about Asian cultural appropriation without dragging black people into it. Whenever there's a post about a black girl wearing chopsticks in her hair, there's always a bunch of comments talking about her race, talking about, oh, but if we wore box braids. Some of y'all have the audacity to say shit like, oh, we shouldn't have supported BLM. What does all of that have to do with wearing chopsticks in your hair? Honest, are you really bothered by the chopsticks? Or are you bothered because she's black? Because based off those comments, it is very evident. Instead of dragging an entire race into a conversation that doesn't involve them, explain why wearing chopsticks is bad, without making comparisons that don't make sense. Cultural appropriation that Asians face is completely different from the cultural appropriation that the black community faces. Sometimes y'all make me wonder if you guys really care about cultural appropriation, or if you guys just want to find a way to police black people.
What's up? He got tough off the beat, smoke his ass, nigga tough off. Nigga tough off the beat. Now let's be facts. Southwest Video Gang, he's not.
It hurts, I'm not used to this. Application the crochet extensions Fatty bought from Amazon. Yay, have done. Let me lick it. I look so different. I'm still trying to get used to it. I'm so happy I did it.
Mayday, mayday, Nino, mayday.
Go say it, go say boo, go say it, go say boo, go say it, go say boo, go say it, go say boo. What's it for me got that for? Don't you see dirty? What's it for chemical?
Okay, I think we need to talk about something that is very just trash, and that is transactional activism. Quid pro quo activism, whatever you want to call it. Don't get me wrong, I am not saying that each community doesn't have their issues, but it seems like when it comes to the black community, everyone is very much transactional. It's very much, what are you going to do for me? Or da-da-da-da, and then when black people make a mistake, or when one person within the community makes a mistake, the whole community is held accountable, or it's very much, oh, but Black Lives Matter, right? Our respect for BLM went... Like, baby, no, that's not how that works. Because, ironically, even with all of that shit that's said and done, y'all profit off of the Black Lives Matter movement indirectly and directly. And you're not even smart enough or capable enough to see it. I think Samuel made a good point, and I'm gonna play his video.
If you're actually on the front lines fighting for our community, you would see that it's a black community that has consistently been by our side.
And that's the thing. A lot of people that are activists or that just have the most to say even though they do nothing are the ones that pull out the quickest. That's not how this works.
When you realize white woman tried to paint black woman as the most racist even though they helped during the feminist movement, and the Asian community is doing the same thing the Hispanic community did, yet both always want our help only when it benefits them. All
What you're doing is shifting the narrative from this whole thing being pro-Asian to being anti-black. As BIPOC communities, we need to unite. And while your main issue with my previous video was the comment section, I frankly can't control it, so comments will be off in this video. And honestly, I find it a bit ironic that your main issue was the comments when you sent your followers to do stuff like this.
Please show me where in my video I fixed my lips to tell people to go to your videos and comment anti-Asian stuff. My comments look like this. And there were a few anti-Asian comments in my comments, and I deleted them, as I should. I never made your video anti-black. You made your video anti-black. The moment you fix your lips to say, look, it was done by a black man, you made your video anti-black. Also denied Asian on black crime, when they both happen both ways. Don't start pulling that unity stuff with me now after you did what you did. I do apologize for those anti-Asian comments you were getting, even though I did not send them.
I'm freaking reptilian. Breathe now. All y'all bitches was wrong. Talking about a villa. You wouldn't even get on. Breathe now.
Cuma